What if everything around you, every atom, every rock, every star, was part of a grand cosmic mind? What if the more something interacts with the world around it, the more it becomes aware? Welcome to the mind-bending world of panpsychism, where consciousness could be the driving force behind the entire universe's evolution. In this video, we're diving into a groundbreaking idea that everything, from the simplest particle to the most complex life forms, must be conscious to some degree. Not just because it's cool to think about, but because the universe needs consciousness to unfold its infinite potential. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore reality in a whole new way. Panpsychism is the idea that a mind like consciousness is everywhere. In a way, a thinking universe. But not in the way you might think. It's not just that humans or animals are conscious. It's that all matter is, in some way, self-aware, or at least aware of its surroundings. It might sound like science fiction, but it's an ancient idea being taken seriously by some of today's leading thinkers. Here's the kicker. The more something interacts with the world, the more conscious it becomes. A rock, for example, has very little interaction and by extension, almost no consciousness. But something like a human brain, buzzing with neural networks, is incredibly interactive and therefore far more aware. But why does the universe need consciousness at all? Why can't it just be a collection of mindless matter? Well, here's where things get fascinating. To unfold its infinite potential, the universe needs interactivity. It needs to evolve, to become more complex, to avoid stagnation. Otherwise, it risks becoming a lifeless void. The universe, after all, isn't just a passive observer, it's an active player. And as it unfolds, the more intricate its systems become, such as life on Earth, the more it needs to be aware of itself. This increasing complexity is what allows the universe to unlock its infinite potential by becoming more than nothing. It's like a grand cosmic feedback loop. Matter becomes more interactive, more conscious, and thus drives the universe forward. This might sound far out, but thinkers throughout history have toyed with similar ideas. Aristotle suggested that everything in the universe has a soul or some kind of driving purpose. And more recently, philosopher David Chalmers proposed the hard problem of consciousness, highlighting that we can't fully explain where subjective experience comes from, using only physical processes. Scientists like physicist Sir Roger Penrose also suggest that consciousness may be deeply linked to the fabric of reality, possibly through quantum mechanics. Penrose, along with Stuart Hameroff, developed the OR theory, which posits that consciousness arises from quantum processes within the brain. Could it be that consciousness is just one way the universe organizes itself to escape the chaos of infinite possibilities? The universe needs this growing complexity, this interactivity. The more complex something becomes, the more it interacts with its environment, and the more conscious it needs to be. Imagine, as life evolved from single-celled organisms to complex mammals, it didn't just survive, it became more aware of its surroundings. And this growing interactivity isn't just about survival, it's the universe pushing itself forward, tapping into new layers of its own potential. Without that, everything would stagnate. But because the universe originates from an infinite source, it can't simply stay static. It has to expand, unfold, and evolve into more purposely interactive forms of awareness. It's almost like the universe wants to know itself. So, what if consciousness isn't just a byproduct of complex life, but a fundamental building block of reality itself? If the universe needs to be interactive to avoid stagnation, then everything, from atoms to stars to human beings, must be conscious on some level. Panpsychism suggests that the universe's constant push toward complexity and interaction means that consciousness is everywhere to some degree. The more something interacts, the more aware it becomes. This feedback, this memory, this growing awareness might just be the engine driving everything from the smallest atom to the most complex civilizations. If panpsychism is true, it changes how we see everything, from nature to technology to ourselves. It suggests that we are part of a living, conscious universe, constantly evolving, constantly interacting, and it means that everything we do contributes to the universe's unfolding awareness. The more we interact with the world, the more we shape it, and the more we become part of the universe's grand conscious feedback loop.